Good evening from Washington, D.C., and thank you for joining us for News from a Catholic Perspective. I'm Wyatt Goolsby, in for Lauren Ashburn. President Trump is using extraordinary national security powers to deny asylum to migrants who enter the country illegally. He wants to tighten border security as a caravan of Central Americans are slowly approaching the U.S. The move is already being challenged legally. White House correspondent Mark Irons reports. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Wyatt. President Trump is issuing a proclamation to bypass current laws that allow anyone to apply for asylum protections. And the president says a booming U.S. economy needs more people to fill jobs, but migrants arriving have to have merit.
We want people to come into our country, but they have to come into our country legally.
The president this morning, after signing a proclamation administration officials say will go into effect on Saturday. Until now, the law allowed migrants to cross anywhere along nearly 2,000 miles of U.S. border and still make a legitimate claim to asylum. But President Trump wants to make sure they only enter at legal points along the southern border.
People can come in, but they have to come in through the ports of entry.
The American Civil Liberties Union has filed a legal challenge to the president's order. Trump administration officials say the measures are in effect for at least 3 months, but could be extended. The president is taking the action after his promise to crack down on a caravan of migrants still hundreds of miles from the U.S. border. This Honduran woman says people can't find jobs in her country, so they migrate. She says she hopes President Trump changes his mind because God makes all things possible. Looking ahead to other immigration issues, the president predicts the future of a constitutional right to birthright citizenship will probably be decided at the nation's highest court. Then there's DACA, an Obama-era policy that's giving 700,000 undocumented young migrants a chance to live and work in the U.S. The president is optimistic the Supreme Court will also step in after the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals denied his plan to end the program.
So this whole thing it's a terrible thing what's happening with the courts. The DACA will now hopefully go to the Supreme Court, where we'll be given a fair decision.
One prominent Catholic, Archbishop Jose Gomez of Los Angeles, has called for bipartisan legislation that would provide a clear path to citizenship for migrants protected by DACA, known as Dreamers. He also believes that bill should secure the U.S. border.